Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. I do not want to fall into the trap of attempting to go through all the protocols that have been enumerated here, but I must recognize a few people. And I would like to start with His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We welcome you. Let me also recognize the President, the Prime Ministers, the Honorable Ministers, the Governors, Senators, members of the House of Representatives, the Commissioners, members of the Judiciary, traditional rulers, and all the business people who are here, distinguished business people and investors who have joined here, including bankers. In addition, I would like to recognize the former presidents and former prime ministers, former governors who are here. It took a lot for me to be here today, to abandon the spiritual tranquility offered by the soothing intermittent roar of the Caribbean Sea waves. Having completed my service at Afreximbank about a month ago, and having been offered a rare opportunity by the people and government of Barbados to visit and receive their highest national honor, the freedom of Barbados, last Sunday. My wife and I were not in a hurry to abandon the rejuvenation, the warm hospitality, and sheer beauty that Barbados offered. The Governor Uzodinma's invitation was one I could not refuse. I considered the opportunity to deliver remarks at this important conference a privilege. I thank our dear brother, Governor Uzodinma, his government, and the people of Imo State for the high honor and respect. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my relationship with Governor Uzodinma evolved from avoidance to an embrace. That journey was not in the form of a quantum leap, but rather as a continuum of a series of events that built trust and confidence, such that today, Afreximbank is working very closely with Imo State in an integrated manner aimed at transforming Imo State into a global export, manufacturing, and trading hub. Afreximbank is building a multi-million-dollar world-class quality infrastructure near the airport for testing, inspection, and certification of oil and gas and petrochemical products, as well as agricultural products. This is one of 3 such projects Afreximbank is investing in Nigeria, one in Ogun State and the other in Kaduna State. This project will support the production and export of quality compliant products for export to the global markets. Afreximbank, working with Neximbank, supported the Nigerian Navy for a comprehensive mapping of Nigerian waterways for safe navigation, to make it easier for us to use our waterways to trade amongst ourselves and to export our goods. The Orashi River benefited from that mapping exercise, paving the way for Governor Uzodimma's audacious project of dredging the river to enable sea-going container vessels to berth in a port to be developed upriver at Oguta. Just as the Ruhr River in Germany opened up many German and Swiss industrial bases to the sea and fueled their global export dominance, the Orashi Dredging project promises to open the Orashi Special Economic Zone to the Atlantic Ocean and also ease shipping to the commercial cities of Onitsha, Aba, and Nnewi. The Orashi River Dredging and Special Economic Zone project are expected to cost about $1 billion initially and open opportunities for investments amounting to tens of billions of dollars in areas such as the production of urea fertilizer, petroleum refining, ammonia production, and other gas-based petrochemicals. An adjoining special agro-processing zone will also attract significant investment in light manufacturers. Because these projects are transformational and will create jobs and wealth that will impact people far beyond the confines of Imo State, Afresibank provided, and I believe, as you will hear from the Executive Vice President of Afresibank, still provides support for them. My many years of experience in advising investors convinced me that the Orashi River Integrated Project can be an investor's paradise, underpinned by access to energy, sea logistics, enterprising people, and a supportive government that understands the value of business. As with other industrial parks and special economic zones, I believe that Afresibank will provide strong financing support, providing a suite of credit and guarantee products to make it easy for investors to protect themselves from country risk, from investment risk, and to access project finance and trade finance. So that in the Orashi Integrated Project, we have something for everyone. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, since I left office, my speaking engagements had focused on leadership. Allow me a few minutes to touch on that subject and to repeat what I had said elsewhere about leadership and the service of the people. In my opinion, leadership is the ability to vision, to strategize, and to execute. Leadership is not a title, certainly not a chieftaincy title celebrated with flamboyant attires, red caps, and eulogizing songs. It is a call to serve with dignity, and that call can fall on anybody irrespective of his or her standing in the society. You do not need the beating of drums to ascend to that position. A true leader must prepare to abandon the luxuries of privilege and embrace the duty of sacrifice, to adorn the heart of courage, the audacity to act and assume responsibility for actions taken, to put the people first, as leadership is a call to serve and not an order to be served. I've gone to this length so that you can join me in reviewing Governor Uzodimma from those lengths. The Orashi River Dredging and Special Economic Zone project was an audacious vision. Conceptualizing and initiating its execution were courageous, people-centered leadership in action. supporting that action, enabling that strategy so that before long we can see the first container vessels bet in Oguta, see the first grains of urea fertilizer spew out from a manufacturing plant, see the first gasoline drops from the oil refinery, and also witness massive investments from the likes of our dear brother, Mr. Aliko Dangote, and some others who have mentioned here, is our collective responsibility. If these do not happen, it will not be that Imo State government under Governor Uzodimma did not act. It will be because we failed to follow. Held back by the usual debilitating paralysis of the will, the poisonous tendency to emerge as our own worst enemies, destroying our future with reckless abandon like a bull in a china shop. I hope that this conference begins to reverse these characters, to restore our value of respect for work. Allow me to close by thanking the team at Orashi Special Economic Zone Company. The lead organizers of this event is CEO Chioma, as well as Governor Uzodimma, his government, and the people of Imo State for this opportunity. I thank you for your kind attention.